offer my loving and humble pranams at the beautiful lotus feet of our beloved Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Jai Sai Ram to you all. In being asked for a Sai moment, I wasn't sure how I could put into one moment how I felt about Swami. I read my diaries that I write every time I go to Prashanti. I have a little book that I write my thoughts and dreams in. And I really wasn't sure how I could compact it into one Sai moment. I've taken trips to see Swami. It first happened in 2007, and every time I've been, it's been a different experience. It's always been magical. There's always been strange things happening. For example, on the way to the ashram, I looked out of the taxi window and I see Swami walking along the side of the road. And I thought, that's Swami. And I couldn't understand why the driver couldn't see him. And after checking out several times through the window, when I looked the final time, it was a woman in an orange sari walking along. In Sai Kulwant Hall, I've seen Swami sitting in his chair and start to disappear. And I think he's trying to tell me something. And every time something happens, there is a message in there. Swami doesn't do anything without reason. I've heard his voice in my car when I was distraught. I've seen him walk through my house when I was singing a bhajan. He's given me amazing opportunities. I've sung in Sai Kulwant Hall several times. I've done arti. All incredible experiences, and each time I think, how can this be beaten? This is just amazing. And each time something else happens. I have dreams of him. Not all the time, just now and then. And one of my early dreams, I was in a queue to meet him. And when I reached him, he shook my hand and said, "Hello." And I was so in shock. I said nothing, absolutely nothing. And it was as if the experience was real. I could feel his hand. And I was cross with myself when I walked off because I forgot to say Jai Sai Ram. And then when I'm having difficult times or I'm just meditating and I just would like to connect, I just close my eyes and I picture him in front of me. I had a dream recently where I was sat on a bench or something somewhere reading a book, and he walked up and sat next to me as if it was an everyday occurrence. And the immense love that I felt, the caring, that he was just there, and just being in that moment and connecting with him was just so special. So I think, for me, the Sai moment is the moment when there's the connection, the heart-to-heart moment. And I would love it to be permanently all the time that I feel it. Sadly, I'm a bit of a whirlwind, and sitting still is always a challenge. So, yes, I think that, in conclusion, is my Sai moment, is when I connect with him. And I feel very blessed that I'm in this Kaliyuga, knowing who he is, or a little of who he is. He says we can never know him, but for me that doesn't matter. Just to be able to make that connection is just awesome. So I would like to finish with a quote. On one trip we were given prasadam, and it was a little bag with japam beads in and a little tiny scroll with a single line on it. And it said, "There is only one royal road for the spiritual journey. Love." Jai Sai Ram.